just want to be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The NFC offense taking the field, being led in blue by the NFL's all-time passing leader. 12th Pro Bowl nomination for the great QB from New Orleans, Drew Brees.
And you and I both know that this is not easy for him. It's fun to play football at any time, but you know he'd rather be preparing for the Super Bowl and still trying to get that missed call out of his head that may have prevented his Saints from getting there.
This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his third Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up to make the stop, the Jets safety Jamal Adams. Now Brees throwing on second down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing on first down is Brees. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down. The starting defense now for the AFC.
One of the best young safeties in the NFL, Jamal Adams. Keep an eye out for him because no one is safe when he's on the field, including mascots. Just ask Pat the Patriot. Jamal Adams was also the 2019 Pro Bowl Defensive MVP.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Now the New York Giants star playing in the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The AFC heading out on offense, and leading him is number 15 from the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, in his first ever Pro Bowl.
Get your tux, get your best suit. Let's head to the red carpet. NFL Honors is coming up, and he will be the heavy favorite to be the NFL MVP. And let's face it, we'll see him here at the Pro Bowl many times to come in future years.
Kyle Fuller of the Bears up to make the tackle. On second down now, it's Connor, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield and get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the AFC in possession of the football to start quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They run it here with Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he finds his Chiefs teammate, Travis Kelce. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
The longtime Cardinal Patrick Peterson in on the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown from 13 yards out. And the AFC is in for 6. Jason Myers now for the extra point.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Breeze now on first down. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Now Breeze. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Breeze. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They've got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 43. Throwing now is Breeze. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. And that game was played out in L.A., in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play. And back then, they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, quarterback Otto Graham, nickname Automatic.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Breeze now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we're at halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run on 1st down. Connor. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given a little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The coverage good that time by the NFC defense brings up 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Shotgun now for Breeze. And Nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, the Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler and going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus not nearly as long a flight no matter where you come from in the United States. I think it's a big deal and a good thing to have it here in Orlando.
It's the NFC with the lead and the football as we start the 4th. Now Wilson on second down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The numbers for the NFC on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And that's picked up by the AFC. 30. 10. And he is going to bring this one back. A fumble return for an AFC touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and through by Myers. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Von Miller of the Broncos there to get him down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, Wilson being chased out left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down. Wilson now off the bootleg. Forced out to his left. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. On second down, here's Wilson. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Buying time to us, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Wilson, flush to his right. And that one's complete to Gurley. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 45 yards. On first down, it's Gurley. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit the tackle to the Texans' middle linebacker, Benardrick McKinney. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Bengals' Geno Atkins on the stop.
It's not something that we see every game now. Todd Gurley held below 50 yards, and we are in the fourth quarter. Got to give a lot of credit. They've done a nice job of bottling him up.
They absolutely have. And a lot of times he can still find holes, but there haven't been the holes there. The offensive line hasn't created much space. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt.